So, Rowan, you're going out to Carolina in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Are you nervous for it?
Yeah. Whenever I think about it, I just get really nervous.
All the time?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. But do you not think, well, you know, because obviously you did it last year, or was it the year before that?
Last year.
Last year. Do you think that will put you in a good place for it?
Yeah.
Yeah? It'll set you up, so obviously you're going to go out there. You're going to go out a week before, aren't you? I think your dad said you're going to do a little bit of sightseeing, settle the nerves, and then when you get in there, just smash the stage just after it.
I get really nervous thinking about it, but when I think of last year, like, all the surprises that came after were just so fun and just so good.
That's the thing, and you've got to think as well, like this, I think this is your last one that you're going to do, aren't you? Like, this is the one, so you just got to go out and enjoy it. It's a bit similar to me, like, so I get nervous for games. I get nervous, obviously, and especially for big games. So we've had some pretty big games for Coventry in the times. We had to go to Gloucester last year we had to win, like, we had to win to get through, and we didn't unfortunately do it, but you got to enjoy it as well. Like I say, I think when you go out there, make sure like when you get there you enjoy it, because you say it's going to be your last one. So make sure when you come out of there, and even if things don't go your way, like you've had a really good time. Your dad loved training you, and you've loved doing this. But we'll get into it in a little bit minute. But obviously you're going to be going into a different sort of career and a different pathway. So you just got to enjoy this last one. Take it thing, and then as well, you get not many people your age as well get to go to America, so enjoy that side as well. But your dad said you're going to eat a lot of good food, aren't you? You're going to a barbecue place.
That's the main reason why I'm going.
I'm jealous of you. So I've always wanted to go to America for that.
Yeah.
As well, obviously. So yeah. So after all the powerlifting, the next thing's rugby. So what was it that made you want to sort of get into rugby? What is it that made you choose that?
Like, my whole family kind of likes rugby, and my whole life I've just been watching rugby, and it's not just all of a sudden I said I want to play rugby. It's my whole life I've said I want to play rugby. So that's what I want to do professionally. So after my competition, I'm just gonna work for rugby and a bit of boxing.
A bit of boxing, yeah. Your dad mentioned you've been doing a bit of boxing recently.
That's mainly for my cardio.
The cardio, yeah. Toughens your head up as well. Toughens the neck up, which is important in rugby.
Yeah.
But Rowan's been helping out at Coventry Rugby recently. He's sort of been doing being a bit of a ball boy for myself. You were at the England 20s game, weren't you? And you did was it Cambridge, wasn't it? Friday night, or was that Bedford Friday night? Which one was it?
I think
it was one of the Friday night
I think games. It is. No, I think it is London Scottish.
Oh, was it the Scottish game?
Yeah.
Did the Scottish game? How did you find that being a ball boy?
It was really good because I could see the game up close.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And my dad wants me to be a hooker, so I can see the scrums a lot closer.
Yeah.
So
I didn't give you too much drip, did I? In the past I've been known for like shouting at ball boys, and sometimes they are. But I remember briefing you before. I just said like make sure you always have a ball ready, and as well the weather was good, wasn't it? It didn't rain, so I didn't need to worry about that. But yeah,
I forgot the guy's name, but he told me to keep the ball dry, so the whole time I was just scrubbing the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, just the one thing, like when some people as well, it's hard in the rain. Like sometimes you don't think because you're so busy watching rugby, you don't forget about the little things. But yeah, like ball boy is actually really important. Like they help us because we want to play a real fast game. So that's that into that. But
yeah. When did you start playing rugby? Like what age?
I started playing. I started actually quite. Obviously from being up north a little bit, I grew up playing and watching rugby league, so it's a bit different to rugby union obviously. But I got into rugby union mainly when I moved in like year 7, year 8 at school. I started it then. I'd probably say I started taking it a bit serious, probably around year 9, year 10, and then yeah, I was should we say like a little bit bad behaved in year 7 and 8, and rugby sort of mellowed me out a little bit. My teacher told me it was either, you know, if I want to do rugby, I had to be a bit better in school. But yeah, year 9 and 10 was when and then I sort of got into professionally when I was 16, 17, and then never been back since. So.
What team did you start playing for?
My first ever team, obviously started at school, but my first ever club team was a local team called Airborough, but they actually went under after 2 seasons. They just similar thing. Some kids grew up. We all grew up, and some people just gave up rugby and didn't want to do it. So I had to move to another team then, and then that's when it started being a bit more serious because that team was a good team. Had to work my way in there. I used to be a back rower. Which is quite common, but now I play hooker. This is obviously, you want to go straight into hooker. So not many people want to go straight into hooker. Most people want to have a bit of fun. But we'll see. Obviously, where is it you've started playing? What team was it you started playing at?
I started to play at Broad Street.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Elsdon.
Yeah.
And now I've left Elsdon because I'm playing up an age group in Market Bosworth because I want to get better.
Market Bosworth.
And also other reasons like people say I'm too strong and they just don't like it. But it's a physical sport and people don't get that sometimes.
Yeah, well you'll probably get that a bit if you're playing the age above. You'll probably have a few big kids maybe sort of like you'll want to go into, but they'll also maybe think, oh, this kid's playing year above. Like they'll probably look at you a little bit and not target, but you know what I mean. They'll have something to prove. But I'm sure all your power strength, all your strength work and all your power stuff will put you in a good place for that.
Yeah, but I do need to get faster.
Faster, yeah, faster will come. I've been playing rugby. I've been playing rugby since I was 15. I still want to get faster.
Yeah,
I can never get too fast. So
like. It's so annoying because sometimes I could be making big hits, but then I could just be stood at the back and my dad's shouting at me, like saying, "Get more involved."
That's parents.
Yeah.
That's just parents. My mum and dad did the exact same thing. They'd be shouting on the touchline, and half the time they didn't even have a clue what was going on. It's like my mum will still ask me about the scrums. She'll be like, "What's that thing? You know that the scrummaging thing." She doesn't have a clue, but I really like that. It's sort of it's what drives you on. They only want the best for you. So you and as well, obviously, the older you get, your dad's going to get busier and busier, and he's going to want to do his own stuff. And there's going to be some games where he's not there, and there'll be the games where maybe you might want him there, or you might miss him. There'll be like one game where you have a really good game, or you might make like a massive tackle or a massive run. I ain't there, but your dad's good by you on all that side. So,
when does your season start again?
Our new season starts the 1st of July. That's just when we start pre-season. Sorry, our pre-season starts 1st of July. I think we've got an 8-9 week pre-season. We've got a pre-season game against Birmingham Moseley on a Saturday at Coventry. Then we've got 2 weeks off. We've got another game on a Friday night. I'm not sure if it's been confirmed who yet. But our actual league doesn't start in September. So when is the you're obviously going out to Carolina. You're gonna have a few weeks off, and then you're just gonna get back into the rugby training, and then start the season at Market Bosworth.
Yeah, I think so.
Start there.
I'm quite looking forward to it because like their training is quite strict.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to run so much people literally throw up.
That's pre-season.
Yeah.
That's what pre-season's for. It's made to break you. Get you a bit fitter than what you need to be, so then when you play games, you're not unfit. You're always ahead of where you need to be.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm not doing boxing or rugby because I don't want to get injured for my competition.
Yeah.
But once I get back, it's just going to be completely different from my training now. And I can't wait until my competition's over. Because if you're not a powerlifter, you probably won't understand, but it's so depressing. If you don't get a lift, it's just so depressing. But when you do get a lift, and when everyone's hyping you up, it's just such a good feeling.
Oh, it's the same thing. It's a little bit. We have a similar thing in rugby. It's a bit like a big game, or even when we do our strength. So in pre-season, we obviously do testing. We do strength testing and running testing, and it's the same thing. Is that we might go into pre-season with some goals and sort of some ideas of where we want to lift that. But we get all the gym, some live music on, lads slapping each other, getting the backs getting tapped up, and then everyone geeing everyone up for that one lift. And then when you make it, you say it's a really good feeling. So So I think, what was it your targets? What were your targets again for this competition?
My squat, I'm hoping to do 112 or 115. Bench press, someone's just got a new bench world record. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, but I'm going to try my best. So I'm 58 or 63 kilo. That's going to be maybe my bench. Or my deadlift is going to be 132.5 or 135, depending on how I feel on the day.
I'm telling you now, that's some weight. Some of them weights are more than what some of the nines or some of the smaller backs lifting cog. So, and you say you're only you're 11 or 12? 11, yeah. So mate, you're way ahead of it. So that's that. The cameraman's back smirking behind it. He's enjoyed some time off on the sofa now. What's your goals, Dad? What's your goals for when it finishes? Become a normal dad for a bit. What's normal? Get to watch. You were just talking about it.